Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning. The chant that I just did here is the translation from the Sanskrit. May both the teacher and student be protected. May both be cherished. May we work with full energy that our study together give good results. May we never feel ill will towards each other. Peace, peace, peace. So that's what that is about. For many people that we practice together in person, you know that there is this approach that I've taken of doing a month per chakra for many years, maybe it's a decade now even. And today we're going to look at Manipura chakra. And I think due to my own weaknesses in that area, I've typically focused on a more physical component of it, how to strengthen the core, how to strengthen our willpower, how to be more determined. And this time around, we're going to look more at how energy and power are related to Manipura. And in particular, if you want to set an intention for your practice today, we're going to look at the false illusion of how people often see power. Like, for example, someone who felt like they needed to have a golden toilet, not naming any names. You know who I'm talking about. Versus, I think, those in positions of truly owning power and strength can afford to be kind to the weakest, to the most vulnerable. And in particular, right now, I'm thinking of Biden and the current Pope. All right, so with that in mind, if you want to start to get ready for our practice, and I'll take a little extra time in case you want to have your own intention in this regard. So first, check in with the physical body. Use your ability to focus to make your physical body still, strong, grounded. Now notice the life that is surging through you right now. Be aware of the vitality that's within your body, maybe along the surface, and maybe slightly just outside your body. Allow that to harmonize. And use focusing on your breath to help you do that. As you probably have noticed over the years, that just watching our breath, just paying attention to it, automatically creates a shift in it becoming slower and more relaxed. If a couple of sighing exhales feel appropriate, feel like a relief, then use those. Use your ability to focus, to feel the interplay, the interchange between your breath and that life in your body. And now pick some image, an image that represents calm mind for you, and place that in the center of your head or in the center of your chest, whichever immediately feels the best. And now we'll hone the mental plane, focusing with all our ability on that image. And if setting an intention for your practice today feels like something that's going to benefit you, then do that. Whether you call it your goal or your sankalpa or your intention, find a positive mental statement about the direction that this class is going to take you. All right, let's chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. All right, so we're going to start out working with either a preliminary practice for Uddiyana Bandha, and then possibly moving to Uddiyana Bandha. A great way to do this first part is where you're sitting on your heels, knees wide, hands on your knees. Remembering that if your body is more suited to doing this in a chair, you can find this exact position sitting in a chair. You've got some forward weight of your body through your arms and into your hands. At a certain point, we'll straighten the elbows, which will shrug the shoulders up towards our ears. So we'll start with a panting breath, and each time that you pant, that you exhale out, the belly button is going to pull back and a little bit up. All right, here we go. Great, and now now that your breath is out, take your tongue in, shrug your shoulders, squeeze every bit of air out that you can. Relax. Let your weight shift back off of your hands if you like. So if you've already worked with Uddiyana Bandha a lot, you can automatically actually go to Mahabandha on that held breath part. We're going to do this practice for a good long chunk of time, maybe longer than you have practiced before. If you get too high feeling from it, just pause or go to the simpler panting breath. If you're not familiar with Uddiyana Bandha, just do the panting practice. Inhale, and now exhale, lightly lifting up on Mul Bandha. If you're familiar with that, squeeze everything out, squeeze all the breath out, tuck your chin, straighten the elbows. Use Uddiyana Bandha if you know it. When you're ready to breathe, relax everything. Take as many relaxed breaths in between the rounds as you need to in order to feel like you can keep going safely. Keep going at your own pace, at your own rate. If you are practicing Mahabandha with the breath held out, increase the degree to which you are contracting the muscles of an inhale without letting any air come in until you feel a distinct point at your belly button. And in fact, you might even feel it as pulsing. We're going to do just one final round. If you're ready to shift back to a different way of sitting, sit a different way. Bring your full attention to your belly button and try and feel a more intense spot in your belly, maybe right at the belly button, maybe a little bit behind it. Do your best to make that sensation feel like a pulsing sensation, like almost like your heart beating at the belly button. Great, feel the pulsing, concentrate. Use your ability to focus your mind. Dharana, the ability to focus, one of the crucial final stages moving towards an enlightened consciousness. Focus, good. Take a finger or two of one hand, place it on your spine, directly behind your belly button, and see if you can draw the sensation or the pulsing deeper into your body, right at the level of the spinal column behind your belly button. Working with the symbology of the visual representations of the chakras enhances your ability to work with the chi, with the energy. to the best of your ability, visualize a 10-pointed, 10-petaled yellow flower. It looks very much like a small sun burning bright. Manipura is translated like glowing gem. Imagine this spot, this pulsing spot, as a sun, glowing, radiant gem, the seat of the energy, the seat of the vitality in your body. The center from which you distribute the chi, the Kundalini, the prana, the vitality throughout your body. Great. All right. Now we're going to jump into a set. I've been doing Kundalini for a long time, and maybe I've become immune to how strange a lot of the practices are. But today's set brings it back home. Reminds me of just how odd some of the practices can be. All right, so we're going to come on our back. It's not hard, but you do have to stick with it. All right, on your back. Arms along your side, and you might want to just tuck the sides of your hands a little bit under the edge of your hips to help stabilize your low back. Take your left leg up to 60-degree angle. You're going to keep both your knees straight the whole time, and then you're going to shake your left leg as much as you can without tensing anywhere else. So the rest of your body stays relaxed, and you do your best to shake, 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 shake your left leg. Vibrate it. We're gonna do this 3 minutes total. Do your absolute best, give it everything you've got. Keep staying relaxed everywhere else, and keep your leg vibrating, moving, twitching. Almost done. Great, inhale. Relax down. I'm going to read what that does. Reorganizing the stimulation of every gland in the body. This set is to make long-term positive changes in your life. It's recommended that you do it every morning for 1 week. All right, back onto your back. Same thing, right leg. This one's a little bit easier. I feel a little bit like a dog. Last minute. I noticed my angle was kind of creeping up a little bit. Do your best to stay at a 60-degree angle. That'll put more emphasis on this Manipura area. Last few seconds. Great, inhale. Relax again. Relax for a few breaths. I'll read a little bit more. There's nothing to read, okay. All right, here we go, both legs. "60-degree angle, and then do your best to shake both legs. Keep them both straight, and do your best to relax everything else. One minute to go. Great, inhale. Exhale, relax. While you're relaxing, try and find that sense of pulsing at the navel or behind the navel. Possibly also visualize that 10-pointed yellow glowing sun. And then either rock to your side or rock along your spine and come up. Sit however you feel most comfortable. Good, BB? And then arms up. hands open, and you're going to do a similar thing, shaking the hands and wrists. So, you know, I think I kind of jokingly sometimes call this jazz hands. So it's like jazz hands, and the rest of your body is as relaxed as you can manage. Keep your elbows straight. And we are going to try now and stimulate the pineal gland. And the best way to do that is with Shambhavi mudra. So the eyes are going to roll up as strongly as you can do it. This puts a lot of strain on the eyes. So do this for as much of the time as you can. And relax when you need to. Relax the eyes when you need to. If it helps you to get the eyes in the right position, imagine you're looking to, at the top of your head, the very center top of your head. And keep shaking those hands and wrists. If you need to shake your arms out a little bit lower in between, do that. And then elbows straight, arms up, shake, 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 shake. Yes, it is supposed to be great for overcoming depression or just depressive tendencies, and also for harnessing your ability to find yourself. I guess in New Age terms we would call it self-actualization. So approaching Manipura chakra as finding our personal power, the power in knowing what our strengths are, how to enhance them, what our weaknesses are, and how to harness them, to know where we hold ourselves back, and to remove the obstacles that keep ourselves holding us back. Keep going with the eye mudra. Again, if you need to relax your arms for a second, do so. A nice approach to that is when you feel like you just absolutely can't keep your arms up anymore, go for 3 more seconds, or 5 more seconds, or 10 more seconds. If you can, move towards this feeling like a meditation. So the meditation is in the center of the head. One more minute. Great job. If you set an intention for yourself, think of that intention, and that might assist you in getting over the finish line for the last little bit here. Great, inhale. Inhale, hold your breath. Exhale. Bring the, shake your arms out. Roll your shoulders a little bit, and then bring your arms back up, but hold them still. Hands and wrists are still. Use your breath to calm yourself, slow yourself down. Tap back into that sense of the breath as a regulator of the energy and the chi in your body. You might be especially able to feel that energy in your hands and forearms. If you can, go ahead and take your eyes back up to the mudra that we had before. Eyes trying to look at the very top of your head. With this slow, long breath, really feel your belly expand. So your navel point is going to stretch away from the spine. Spine stretching away from the navel point, and then they move towards each other as you exhale. Possibly you can feel the pulsation point either at the navel, in the spine behind the navel, maybe both. So at first you may need to feel the physical location of the navel and the spot on the spine moving away, but then perhaps over time you can feel the energetic pulsing at the navel, energetic pulsing in the spine, and feel those two sources moving away from and then towards each other. Slide your tongue up along the roof of the mouth, take it as far up and back as it will go. Engage the eyes where you're looking to the crown of the head. So the tongue mudra and the eye mudra are just there. They're not going to be your focal point. The focal point is going to be at the pulsing at the navel, the pulsing in the spine, the sense of those two moving away from each other and towards each other as you breathe, and possibly the focus on those two making that sun-like fiery visualization apparent to you in your belly. Keep going just a little bit longer and start to feel that fire, that yellow golden energy in your belly spreading throughout your body. Feel that golden light, feel that energy, feel it opening places where energy is stagnant, normalizing the flow of energy throughout your body, creating healing. All right, after the next inhale, hold your breath. You're gonna hold as long as you can. When you feel as the tension's building up in your body, see if you can relax yourself a tiny bit more. Go a few seconds longer. But then when you need to exhale, go ahead, powerful breath out. Shake out your arm. Let's do it again. Inhale. Hold the breath. You're probably naturally going to engage Mulband. Create as much ease, free flow of chi throughout your body. Feel the chi moving, 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 spreading. And when you need to exhale, one more time. Free flow of that golden light from the navel throughout every cell of your body, every molecule of your body. And when you need to exhale. Great. All right, take a second to shift your legs around if your knees feel uncomfortable. If you feel fine, then just stay sitting the way you are. Meditate for a minute or two. Okay, so we're going to move to the meditation. And if you are good at sitting in Siddhasana, where you're on one of your heels, one of the heels creating pressure onto Muladhara, get into that position. Very pleasant meditation. The elbows are key to this. We're going to be putting a little bit of pressure on the liver meridian and the pancreas meridian, so your elbows are pushed in just a little bit forward of the midline of your body, and your hands are a little bit like you're cupping water. And then you're going to flick your middle finger with your thumb, and we'll chant Har. And every time that you chant Har, two things will happen. One is you're going to pump your navel, so that pulsing center at your belly button is going to move back towards the pulsing center in your spine. And the tongue on the R part is going to massage the roof of your mouth, rake across the roof of your mouth, stimulating meridians there as well. Okay, get yourself ready. Deep inhale, here we go. Har, 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 had, 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 had. Keep going. If you'd like to work with an eye mudra, gaze toward the tip of your nose. Had, 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 You're doing great. Keep going. We're over halfway, and you want to maintain that pressure on the liver and pancreas pressure points. You don't need to go at the same pace that I'm going. If you want to go slower, go slower. If you want to go faster, go faster. Hard, 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 hard. Doing great. The last 2 minutes of the practice. Hard, 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 You might be feeling a little bit hot from the practice. That's great. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Excellent. Okay, inhale, hold your breath. Visualize that glowing gem, little sun fire inside of your own belly, and feel as though you are compressing all of your body as you distribute that energy. And then exhale. Inhale. Visualize the fire in your belly and distribute the energy through compressing everything in your body. One more time. Inhale. Visualize Manipura. 10 petals, glowing yellow. Feel the energy distributed from there throughout your body, moving effortlessly. All blocks removed. Vitality and health being restored. Okay, good. One last little short practice to kind of seal that. Arms are a little more relaxed, still alongside your body. Hands are loose, but slightly cupped. And then make some circling movements with your hands. And you want to circle so much that you feel your whole torso moving. So your torso's not moving on its own, but your hands are going so fast that they make your whole body move. Just a few minutes of this one. This is the last thing we're doing before relaxation, so don't hold back. See if you can go so fast it's a little bit like you're trying to fly. You're really flapping, 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 moving those hands. Last minute. Use this time to transform yourself. Stirring up the cosmos, stirring up the ethers. Keep going, last little bit. Inhale. Sit and meditate in stillness. The meditation was for activating the navel point energy and circulating the chi, circulating the prana. The meditation opens the heart, boosts the immune system, and eliminates emotional confusion and anxieties. The careful placement of the elbows over the two minor chakras or pressure points adjusts the vayu or the part of prana that distributes energy throughout the body. Great. And then when you feel ready, come down on your back for long relaxation. As you relax, know that the practices that we did today were for finding, embodying our true self. As you relax on your back, know that you're incorporating the benefits of the practice effortlessly. Take a little time, maybe tighten your whole body first, and then release to let go of any residual tension. Possibly turn your head a little bit side to side, releasing tension in the neck and the shoulders. Open and close your mouth a few times, reducing tension in the face, in the throat. Swallow. Feel the lips stay together, but the jaw separate and the tongue relax to the floor of the mouth. And then let your attention drop down and rest at that glowing light in the center of your navel. As you relax, focus on your energy body, the chi moving throughout your body. You're physically completely still, and yet there is an awareness of being alive. It might feel like a surging or an electric current or a tingling or a crawling sensation. Tap into that, focus on that energy body as you relax. staying in and be in charge of your mind for a bit longer. Draw the focus of your mind. It's like a cat with one of those little laser lights. You got to just keep it focused. Draw that laser light of focus and attention down to your right hand, and integrating your awareness of both the physical body and the pranic body. Move your right hand. Move your right wrist, elbow, shoulder, arm. Great. And with laser-like focus, attention is completely on your left hand, with a supreme awareness of both your pranic body, the vitality in your body, and your physical body. Move your left fingers, hands, wrists, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, both arms. Good. Laser focus down to your right foot. Stretch and move through the toes, through the foot, through the ankle, up into the right leg, knee, thigh, hip. Good. Draw your mental focus down to the left side, toes. Be aware of both physical and energetic as you move through the foot, the ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, hip. Good. All right. Maybe reach your arms up long, your legs out long. Feel the chi move, flow freely as you stretch your body. Good. Rub the palms of the hands together, soles of the feet. Put the soles of the feet on the floor. Drop your knees side to side, stretching, getting mobility through your back. Feeling the prana move through those main 3 energy channels along the spine. Nice. Good. Roll all the way over to one side. Stay there. And then push yourself all the way back upright. As you sit very still, see if you can conjure up that sense of where the Manipura chakra is. All your focus, all your attention in your spinal column. You're going to have to soften your closed eyes, soften your mind's desire to control. Open yourself up to creativity. And see if you can experience all of your chakras in your spine at the same time. The 3 main energy channels in your spine at the same time. Just see what works for you today. See how much is apparent for you, how much is not apparent. Good. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Feeling your own strong sense of self and identity. From that strong sense of self, others aren't able to dominate us, others aren't able to push our buttons, and we no longer have a need to dominate people out of reflex. Feel the strength that comes from a strong sense of self. Feeling your energetic power. Good. And then let's chant Sat Nam one time to close. Sat Nam. The light in me bows to the light in you. Sat Nam. Namaste. Thank you. See you next week.